Aries, how you doing? So I decided that I'm going to leave the camera as it is because I can't be bothered to move it, and I don't have too many Aries followers, if I'm honest. I think the worst one, sorry, not all of you, but I just don't have many people that are Aries that watch my readings. Never mind Aries, but we'll do your reading all the same. It's just that I'm just going to leave the camera as it is. So let's see, Aries, for the next 48 hours for Aries, what have they got coming up? So you can watch this as a Scorpio or Aries or a life path 4. What have you got coming up, Aries, this next 48? So, working hard, always working. Aries are always working. Work, horses, work, 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 work. This is my tarot reader card. Working on projects, just working all of the time, earning good money, okay, and that is my main focus at the time. You could be with someone and you're just working on your relationship when you're with this person here. If not, and you're not working, might be a Pisces or a life path 3. But basically just like this is always mine. Watching tarot readings, working and everything else. Aries, next 48 hours. So you got wanting to go out and travel, pretty much what I'm going to do after I finish this tarot reading, because I have 3 placements of Aries. When I've finished, I'm pretty much going shopping, going out in my car and getting some air. So some of you might be going on holiday, or your name is Jen and you've just got back from holiday and now you're having to work and you're watching tarot readings and catching up. But pretty much this is just sort of like traveling for work, doing all of this sort of stuff, or working from home and then going out, maybe looking to book a holiday or just for travel for a little while here. Travel agent also, working agencies, like I'm an agency and you have your own company and you have your own business for a lot of you. Let's see, Aries this week. Could be a tarot business or any business that's your own. More money, 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 Aries. So waiting on investments, waiting to be paid, investing back into my business. So what I earn, I put back into my business. I spend a lot of time going out, traveling and working, waiting on an answer maybe from someone. I don't know. You could be single here and you're just mainly focused on money, or this person is. I mean, those 3 placements of Aries for me do that all the time. I'm always working on my own, and then I go out on my own, I come home and I work. So that's pretty much this kind of way of life here. Aries, what have they got going on for Aries? This next 48, please, for Aries. Is a 3 of Swords and a 6 of Wands. I think a lot of you are moving away from the energy of the 3 of Swords. This could be the other person that's feeling it, because this is like, you know, doing my own thing, getting attention. If you are getting attention from someone and you are sharing certain things with someone, it could be a life path 3 or a Piscean person, okay? But yeah, there's this happy-go-lucky kind of, I'm really happy when I'm working, but then I kind of like feel like this, but then I'm moving on, okay? Let's see, Aries, what's going on with Aries for the next 48? Is a Lion, a Leo, or an Aquarian. So just very quickly for you guys that may or may not be new, I read in numerology. So because this is an 8 here, it means Aquarius or a Leo, because the Aquarius and Leos are 8. This is an 8. So the other major arcana to an 8 is an Aquarian. So when I'm doing Aries, because Scorpio is also a 4 and Aries is also a 4, you can watch Scorpio readings and get the same kind of messages, because it'll always call out the number before it calls out the star sign, okay? That's why you get kings and queens inside of a tarot deck, because they're not just air signs, fire signs, blah, blah, blah. They have other elements inside of the kings and queens, okay? So that's how I read. So what you've got here is finding strength, moving on, moving forward. Some of you might be going towards a Leo or an Aquarian person, or you've got this in your chart somewhere, okay, and you're just giving yourself some time, finding strength, finding perseverance to keep moving forward. Some of you are working on the relationship that you're with. This could be a life path 8 person or has Aquarius Leo in their chart, and you're with this person and you're spending the majority of your time with this person here in a relationship. Let's find out what this 8 of Pentacles is here for Aries. Why do they have the 8 of Pentacles, which is a 2 of Wands? Same card that came up in the last reading that I did no, I did Aquarius, then I've just done Taurus, which is Sagittarian. They had, because it's 5, life path 5, they had a lot of 2s here. So deciding where I want to go, when I want to work, I punch in and punch out whenever I like, or you travel to and from work. Okay, you travel to and from work. If you do what I do, or you know, this is where you work for yourself and you work from home, this is you deciding when to finish work, when to start work, and then when to go out and organising your day. Some of you might be waiting to hear from a partner for a lot of you. But this is deciding where to travel and where to go, maybe book a holiday, that kind of stuff. What's the what's the Fool? The Fool is the Seven of Cups of deciding. Some of you are in a metaphysical energy that is of options and kind of like browsing around for like an option of love, maybe a place to go, a place to travel to, feeling very nostalgic at this time, concentrating on my work, thinking of different ideas of what you could do. This is also thinking of where you could travel. If you're going on holiday or you're just sort of like traveling somewhere in the car or anything, this would be, you know, deciding where to go. So like window shopping and stuff like that. Okay, browsing around at things to buy, spend some money on, for like even just general stuff. I know it sounds weird, but it's like also food shopping and stuff like this here, browsing around. If you are single, you're just kind of like, you know, keeping your options open, okay? Open for options coming your way. Willing to talk and all that sort of stuff. What is the Seven of Pentacles here for Aries? Is picking up some extra shift work, so I can pretty much do what I want when I want. Picking up some extra hours. Feeling very stable, definitely when it comes to money, that you are stable enough to do what you like here. Looking for an opportunity of, I don't know, to be able to speak to someone or find someone. What's the Three of Swords here if you're single? Is the Four of Cups around a Scorpio Pisces person that's not interested in reconciliation with the past energy. Okay. Tell me more about that Four of Cups, of why Aries has the Four of Cups. Seven of Wands, yeah, and the Nine of Wands, yeah. Someone here is single, okay, like myself, but single, gone through like really shit times, concentrating on their work, thinking of other options, but this is still what someone's recovering from, which is PTSD, confusion, and a slight amount of traumatic energy. So in another reading, which was the Taurus reading, so if an X is a Life Path 5, a Taurus and a Sag, and this same array of cards that came up in that reading is an X wanting to reconcile, this answer is going to be no. Okay, because this person here, say, has got Aries in their chart that's coming from one of these that doesn't want to reconcile. What they're doing, if you're cross-watching, is working, going out, traveling, thinking of other options, looking at their assets and their money, not interested in reconciliation with a past partner, and moving on and moving forward and feeling stronger and stronger each day, the longer they do not reconcile with the next. So they're feeling better as they go on. So it's more like a recovery, next 48 hours recovering from a breakup, concentrating on my work and myself here. What is the Six of Wands? Six of Wands is wow. So you got sabotage. This came up, like I said, Sag, Taurus, Life Path 5. There was another reading, I forget which one it was, and there were fives everywhere. There were so many fives of sabotaged energy here. So this might be a woman here, of an ex, of a guy, that is realizing that they are now on their own, that the person doesn't want to, because one of the readings was showing communication that may come in, okay, if the spying wasn't enough, but the communication came in and the person denied it and said no, and then this is the woman or the ex that gets denied and told no, as they then, because they want to move on, but it's like they're looking for an answer, and their answer is no reconciliation. So they go to a Five of Cups then. They end up, I hate to put the word, but like dumped or told no. Okay, so they go into the Five of Cups. Expectation that things may have been able to work out, but one of them doesn't want to here. They don't want to go back into this this energy. Now, if you guys are both on the same page and you both do want to reconcile, then those answers would have to be yes from one and yes from the other one. And then that would be working on it if you both do. But you both have to. One of you can't not want to. Okay, so it's either a reconciliation and a work on it, or it's a no from one of you and then the other one feels like this when the other one denies the other one. Okay, what is the strength card for? Strength card is High Priestess, which is a Pisces in my book. So they can either be a Life Path 3 or a Pisces with either Aquarius or Leo in their chart. Okay, taking back power, getting attention from someone or just giving them self-attention. Does not chase unless they really want to. If they see that there's worth putting in time and effort with someone, they will. But if it's an ex, I don't think they are. But someone could be recovering from a Piscean. It might not be a third party. It could be if you guys have been in third party energies. But this is recovering from a 3. And this is what you get after recovery, which is the major arcana of 3, which is Pisces. Okay, so someone starts to feel stronger, better on their own, or feel better when they're reconciled. It's literally like, I can't tell you if reconciliation is ever on the cards. I can tell you it's a possibility if you both want to. But if you don't, this just turns to someone feeling better when they're not with someone. Okay, what's the Empress? They feel better single and out of it. What's the Empress? Is a 6. Yeah, they're kind of traveling, moving, might be a Gemini placement or a Cappy, and having a new beginning and a fresh start. I believe that this, for a lot of you, is separation from this middle energy here within the next 48 hours, recovering from that, finding strength in each day that you don't go through it with this person, becoming stronger and more sufficient. You could be dealing with a Pisces or Life Path 3, building up my strength, feeling good, my health is better, I'm looking better, I'm feeling better, and I'm going out, getting some oxygen and having a new beginning. And that's me feeling good. If not, and you guys decide to reconcile, this energy is what starts, but this is what becomes of it in the next reading that you get. This could possibly go on again once you've reconciled. You see, because these are not easily overcome. These are like very important cards. These are all negative cards from start to end. They're very important. Like, people seem to misjudge. This is a minor arcana card that says gaslighting, narcissism, confusing and ghosting, blood pressure and blood work, right? But it's a minor card, right? But people seem to, that when you get the major, which is the Virgo card, which is the what do you call it? Sorry, but the God, I can't think what the fucking card is, man. The Virgo card. But that's the major arcana energy of that, because it holds a lantern to say gaslighting, right? So it's trying to find my way out, but I'm recovering more because it's not a major incident. It's just a recovering incident of this, okay? Because of the confusion that I've been through. So I'm just focusing on my work, getting over it, feeling stronger every day. Bish bash bosh, I start to manifest someone new into my life when I've had time to heal and recover from what's gone on. But I always say that there's an element of healing that goes on when you're on your own, okay? But it's normally when you meet a new person that you really heal, because a light worker or another person that brings prosperity and the energy of the Empress into one's life makes them focus away from this, and then they go through a healing energy with the Magician. Okay, so if someone is away from this but talking to another person trying to recover and get over this, and they've manifested someone else in their life already now, they're using this person, they're both recovering from things that are going on in each other's life, and they are finding healing because they're doing healing work. So healing work isn't what you do on your own, feeling down, unwanted, rejected, on my own, not willing to talk to anyone, I'm staying in, I'm isolating. That is not healing. Talking to someone, okay, and recovering from it and feeling very good. And when your energy meets, it goes up, and there's a spike in interest, and there's a spike in adrenaline and everything else that's making people feel really good. That's two souls that are healing each other. Okay, I did a whole segment on the truth about healing with other energies that are cast as Jesus, which Piscean energy, when it's hung upon a cross. Capricorn, Jesus was a Capricorn because he was born obviously Christmas and so on and so forth, right? But then he was crucified and resurrected as a Pisces on the third day of the third month, right? So he became Jesus. Jesus and his disciples were basically on a spiritual journey of ascending through time in order to heal people. Basically, rule of thumb of anything that's esoteric that I would teach you is to say that when you meet another person, you heal with that person. You're a healer, and you can only heal with a spiritual healer, okay, or someone that you meet that is still a soulmate, whether the person's interested in spiritual stuff or not. They still become like a spiritual healer. They heal off of someone else's energy. You can't heal off a low vibrational energy. That's why when you're with someone that's low vibrational, you're not actually healing, you're doing fucking karmic work. You're spending karma to paying it back from past life. When you meet someone new is when you actually start healing, because you learn to open up and trust. And when you do, there's an element of healing work that happens between a pair, okay? So anyway, if you want to know a lot about that, then you'll need to join the gold tier in my teaching videos, because I go into depth in all of that sort of stuff. So if you would like that, you would need the silver or gold tier. Silver tier is your weekly reading, okay, and also the monthly. So your weekly reading is over on Patreon, and you get your monthlies and weeklies. If you join the gold tier, you get weeklies, monthlies, but you also get 65 or 67 teaching videos where I explain a lot about things like I just did now, okay? So that's what you get if you want to join below. If you don't, and you do want to join a little bit of something, then for $3, it's very cheap. You get the join button below. That gives you access to some videos that I throw over there for you that are also very informative. And it's either one of those or it is a general reading. Okay, then you also get a personal one per month, per person. So the people that have joined on the join button, I leave a post and say, okay guys, if you haven't had one this month, now please leave your name and your person's name and your question, and then I either answer it via a tarot, or I give you my advice, or I give you my number and say you really need counselling sessions, okay, or whichever way around it is. But you get access to all of that. You get a glittery name, you get stars, and you look really important in Steve's chat. But you get a lot over there really for just like $2 or $3. It's just a way of supporting, but you get stuff in return. Okay, so there you go, Aries. Thank you so much for any like, share, comment, subscription, and I'll see you on the links provided below.